New from Radiance is The Railroad Man, his second film directed by Pietro Germi in the Radiance range after the Facts of Murder, which was absolutely fantastic. This is definitely a great performer-director. Again, we're thrust in here to a terrific drama. We follow our main character, a train driver who is living a kind of modest life with his family, dealing with the post-war political landscape and the societal effect of that. We follow this character and the machinations of his family, which are great. You know, he's got his daughter Julia, who turns out to be pregnant early on. His son Marcello, who seems to be forever unemployed, willing to find roots and living life just a little bit too dangerously for his father's liking. And the youngest son, Sandro, a young boy who seems to be around the age of maybe 6, 7, and this is who we see the story through his eyes.
Chissà che dice papà se il figlio di Giulia è femmina. Lui è capace d'arrabbiarsi.
And I think it's a wonderful touch. There is a certain innocence to this young character watching everything that's going on and being in situations where someone that young shouldn't really be. He spends a lot of time with his father. There is a doting love there from both these characters, whether it be Marochi, the train driver, the father, the stern husband. The son is always there taking it all in, but it's always through a prism of just adoration towards his father. And there are certain times where we watch this character of Marochi just sabotage his life, not taking his responsibilities properly. He's got a job that he enjoys, a partnership in that job that he takes into his social life. He has a very active social life, as you see throughout it, often spending his nights in bars, and always with his son there as well.
Hai sonno, eh?
Così, così.
Io ce n'ho tanto, ma quando attacca tuo padre...
Watching the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the relationship of these frequent bar owners as they spend the night drinking, singing, making merry and having fun. But it's a distraction. It's a distraction from the real world that's going on. It's a distraction from his home life, from his dissatisfied wife, to his daughter who is making some mistakes, to his layabout son that doesn't seem to have a direction. Everything is something to be avoided, and it all kind of takes a turn when Marochi is driving the train one day and an unavoidable situation hits someone who is committing suicide in front of the train.
Un uomo mi si è buttato sotto. L'ho ammazzato.
Ma non è stata colpa tua.
No, ma...
And this just seems to be the catalyst. Something that just gives him a little push over the edge to completely put his life into a spiral. And we're following this character as he has this breakdown at a time where he can't really do that. He can't speak to anybody. He shouldn't really have this spiral. He is alienating everyone within his life, but he still has that adoration of his son. Son that's always there, always paying attention, always watching. Sandro is a great character who becomes integral to everybody within the whole film.
Su, Sandro, non ti tocco, ragioniamo.
Da uomo a uomo.
Da uomo a uomo, parlo.
Whether it be Marcello, whether it be his mother, they all confide in this young character. There is a time of innocence and naivety within this character as we see it kind of taken away from him throughout the film, as he is given information that he shouldn't really be having. He can't really comprehend properly, but the character seemed to push this upon him. Now, the transfer here, which is from a 4K transfer, is absolutely fantastic, and you get to see it within many of the bar sequences, within the train sequences as well, the way it creates these shadows, the way it uses lights, the way we kind of focus on every facet of the characters' faces through certain moments. And it's a film that I found to be really compelling. You know, there is not so much a strong narrative throughout it, but there is an atmosphere, there is a mood and a feeling, and it delivers on all this front, creating an impactful tale with an ending that's both fitting and upsetting at the same time.
Ti aspettiamo, Giulia. Non manchi che tu, bambina mia.
I really enjoyed The Railway Man. I think there is something special about Pietro Germi's performance, the films that he gets lost in, the characters that he paints a picture of. I think is a brave choice for someone who's both directing and starring in this, to place the focus on Sandro, the young boy within the family. I think that's a masterstroke of the storytelling here. Seeing everything as it evolves through the child's eyes was just an absolute masterstroke that just nailed the film for me. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for The Railroad Man. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Mario Sesti. Critic and Pietro Germi expert Mario Sesti explores the railroad man within the social-political context of post-World War II Italy, from its initial critical and commercial success on its release in 1956 to its subsequent influence on the melodramatic genre. Filmed exclusively for Radiance in January 2025. This runs at 29 minutes 7 seconds and is a wealth of information. I really like the way that Sesti delivers this information, given his obvious passion for it, delving into how the film was a great critical success, how it was socially pertinent at the time, how it still has an impact, and the lasting effects of this film. Next we have Edoardo Nivola, one of Italy's prominent child actors in the post-war period. Edoardo Nivola reflects on his experiences working on The Railroad Man, at age just 7 years old, filmed exclusively for Radiance in January 2025. 23 minutes 2 seconds, it's another wonderful talking head. The obvious love for the film, reminiscing about working with Pietro, how he got his audition, how he landed it, being a complete and utter terror on set to a lot of the crew. It's just fun and engaging. Also included in this set is a 28-page booklet. There are 2 articles in it. We have Pater Familia by John Bleasdale, which is really great, looking as the father figure within an Italian film and then focusing on the railroad man, and Alfredo Gianetti, which is a look at the filmmaker, a little bit more information. That's the extras for The Railroad Man. So there we have it. The Railroad Man is out now, another terrific Germi film. I'm interested in seeing more of this director. After The Facts of Murder and The Railroad Man, I'm really interested in how he kind of jumps genres, but still creates interesting characters and really fantastically emotive and impacting tales. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film. I'd love to know if you've seen any other Germi movies that you want to recommend. Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.